The real estate market has been on fire, and now that the election is over, could things change? Well, here to chat about selling your home is Al Stasek of the Stasek Group. And boy, that real estate market is on fire right now because of a variety of reasons, right?
Yeah, I mean, the supply and the demand, that's a law that doesn't care about, who's elected, no matter what side you're on. The supply of homes have been low for a long time. They continue to, be an issue, and the buyer demand is just strong. It's literally they're breaking records for buyer demand still, and so we're still seeing a strong housing market. We're still seeing homes flying off the market, getting multiple offers on listings every single week.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I know a person that had a house that, if you look to see what the value was, it was $700,000, $775,000. They ended up selling the house for $1 million, and they had people fighting over the house. So that tells me it's probably better to be a seller right now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our buyers are finding it, tough because sometimes they're having to make 2, 3, or 4 offers, oftentimes well over asking price, and sometimes still not, getting the bid. And so we have, strategies that we use to really try and help that. What we've noticed is that, buying a home isn't an event; it's a process, and it's oftentimes highly emotional for people. So, we really try to walk them through the process that we've developed. It's actually helping our buyers win more bids when it comes to these multiple offer situations.
Yeah, and we were talking about it's a buyer's advantage in a way, but it's also a great opportunity for the seller. It's a great opportunity for the buyer now also, because the interest rates have never been like this, and who knows when they'll be like this again.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't my prediction, Dave, but the lending housing agencies out there are predicting that the rates are going to average about 3.03% on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage over the 2021 year. So when you have money it's that inexpensive and that cheap, you're talking about lower mortgage payments. You're talking about buyers that are increasing their ability to buy more home for the same payment. And so that just that helps the numbers stay strong, and that demand's there. I mean, frankly, we do need more inventory because we got buyers lining up that want to buy a home and they want to get into a home. So yeah, if anyone's thinking of selling their house, it's not a bad idea to put it on the market. I mean, when demand is high and supply is low, you're going to get a high amount for your home for sure.
And one thing that really impresses me about the Stasek Group is the fact that you got so many different ways to make this happen. Like, if you weren't thinking about selling your house and you don't want to go through the hassle of selling your house, people coming through the house and all that kind of stuff, you've got 1 or 2 or 3 different ways people can address that. I want to sell my house and make it easy.
Yeah, Dave. I mean, it reminds me of a couple of stories where we've helped. There was a lady in Bay Village, for instance, who she owned her home for over 40, almost 50 years, raised her family there. Unfortunately, lost her husband, and they really hadn't done any updates. She had just a house full of memories, and she just didn't want to go through the regular traditional process of open houses and having strangers in the house. And so, we were able to put a competitive cash offer. She picked her closing and moving date, and it was just seamless. And it was there was no stress involved. So, we have that program now, and we've expanded on the program since we've actually helped that lady move. And now we can actually put up to 3 competitive cash offers in front of sellers if they don't want to go the traditional route. So that's been a big, very popular way. It's not the way that everyone wants to choose to sell their home, because if they don't have to choose, sell it super fast, we obviously have our proven repeatable system that we can plug them into that'll sell for top dollar.
Yeah, I saw some of your agents when I visited your office. They were talking to people who were interested in dialing up the house a little bit, updating a couple things, and your fellows and ladies were making lists and helping them do that, because I mean, you can also help the person squeeze the most money out of the house also.
Absolutely, and if someone is not in that big rush and they don't mind going through the process that we put them through, then we do have a proven repeatable system that we can plug them into. It starts with that preparation. It starts with advice up front. And oftentimes what you're going to want to do when you have the time to do it is you want to call that agent earlier. sometimes the process of preparing the house can take 1, 2, and sometimes up to 3 months, before you're actually ready to put a sign in the yard. So we encourage people to, really, find out what the price difference would be, whether you go the traditional route of listing the property or you go with one of our instant offer cash offers.
Okay, so there you have it on the table. If you're thinking about buying your house, buying a new house, or selling your home, you do it a whole bunch of different ways. The Stasic Group will help you. Talk to Al. I know Al, he does a great job of trying to figure out what your situation is and how he can do the best for you. So thank you very much for joining us today, Al.
You got it. Thanks, Dave.
Yes, stay well, be safe.